Good afternoon. Welcome to the ICTY weekly press briefing. My name is Magdalena Spalinska. I'm spokesperson for Registry and Chambers here at the ICTY, and I'm joined today also by Frederick Swinen, who is special advisor to the prosecutor. The accreditation procedure for journalists wishing to cover the rendering of the judgment in the retrial of Ramush Haradinaj, Idris Balaj, and Lahi Brahimaj opened this morning. The judgment in the case of the three former commanders of the Kosovo Liberation Army charged with crimes committed in 1998 in Western Kosovo will be pronounced next Thursday, 29th of November at 9 o'clock in the morning in courtroom 3. Journalists wishing to receive accreditation should contact the press office by Tuesday, 27th of November by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The date of the judgment in the case of Zdravko Tolimir has been set to Wednesday, 12th of December 2012 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tolimir, former high-ranking officer of the Bosnian Serb army, is charged with genocide, conspiracy to commit genocide, as well as with crimes against humanity and violations of the laws and customs of war, committed between July and November 1995 against Bosnian Muslims in Srebrenica and in Žepa. The trial commenced on the 26th of February 2010 and concluded on the 23rd of August 2012 after the trial chamber heard the parties' closing arguments. Turning to the courtrooms today, witness John Hamill, former UN military observer in Sarajevo, is testifying in the trial of Ratko Mladic. He is the 50th witness to be called by the prosecution. Hearings in the case of Goran Hadžić will resume tomorrow with the testimony of the 11th prosecution witness. Proceedings in the trial of Radovan Karadzic adjourned as scheduled last Thursday for a week and will resume next Tuesday, 27th of November 2012 at 9 o'clock in the morning in courtroom 3. Proceedings are expected to resume with the continuation of the testimony of witness Miladin Trifunovic, a former officer in the Serbian Territorial Defense in Sarajevo. He is the 24th witness called by the defense. And before concluding, I would like to inform you about the premiere of the ICTY Outreach Programs documentary on the ICTY endeavor to end impunity for wartime sexual violence. The event was held yesterday in Skopje, the capital of the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. A second screening of the documentary will take place this evening in Tetovo. The events have been organized in partnership with Macedonian NGO Civil Center for Freedom. A press release containing further information on both events will be issued tomorrow morning. Fred, the floor is yours.
Yes, hello, good morning or good afternoon. In light of the numerous requests we received from journalists and requests for interviews and questions in regard to the appeals judgment in the Gotovina case, the prosecutor will issue a statement later this afternoon. We're finalizing it, and you will receive it as soon as it's prepared. So unfortunately, I don't have one now, but in the next 2 hours you should have a reaction from the prosecutor. Yeah.
Are there any questions from journalists?
Thank you very much. I'm Janina from AFP. The reaction by the prosecutor, will there also be a reference to what the previous prosecutor told Serbian newspapers yesterday, that she was shocked with the finding by the appeals chamber, and that she thought that Serbian victims were being neglected in private court?
He will express the opinion of the Office of the Prosecutor, which was a party in the proceedings. So,
Anyone else? Any other questions from journalists?
Can you explain the process why the Serbian legislative conference was postponed? this decision was made?
It has been cancelled. We are hoping it will be held very soon, and that decision will be taken in due time. We would like very much this conference to take place. This is actually part of our series of legacy conferences that we are holding in the region. We held one conference in Sarajevo, one in Zagreb, and of course the third conference we wanted to and hopefully will hold in Belgrade to form a series of such conferences talking about the legacy of the tribunal.
But it was postponed as a result of the verdict of last Friday.
I wouldn't say there is a direct link here, but we are hoping to hold it very soon.
At whose initiative has the conference been cancelled?
It was decided by the outreach program, the registry and the chambers together, who are the organizers of the conference.
Fred, can you tell me what kind of cooperation Serbia still needs to give to the tribunal?
As we speak, we have a number of requests for assistance pending. These are like between states. We have requests for assistance between the tribunal and states where we are asking for information or we're asking for a witness to appear. So, but that's been ongoing for until now, and it's still ongoing. And we hope that we will get the responses we're asking for. It's very important with regard to ongoing trials. Whether it's documents, access to archives, or facilitating the appearance of witnesses. It has gone well up to now, and we hope that that will continue. And also for information, that's an issue that's addressed in the Security Council report. That report was sent to New York and will be made public shortly before the prosecutor and the president address the Security Council on 5 December.
After the Gotovina judgment, the Serbian government officials said that Serbia would reduce the cooperation to the technical level. Has the OTP sought any verification as to what that means?
We have been in touch with the authorities. Our office has been in touch with them. And look, as I'm talking now, it looks like cooperation with regard to these requests is ongoing. So I don't know if anything further to add on that. So we'll see what happens in the days and weeks to come.
Are there any other questions? If not, then I would like to close the briefing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.